really got into this profession, I really fell in love. I fell in love with helping people's health. Fell in love with helping people's financial situation. And more importantly, absolutely fell in love with teaching people how to think differently and what your thoughts really do for your life and how you're creating your life with every thought you have. And that's really what I fell in love with. And through that, I think that's what turned into 102,000 my first year. But
I worked in corporate America for 8 years. I made great money as an engineer. I spent a lot of money and a lot of time on my education. But as many of us know, corporate America really isn't what it used to be. And I didn't really have any time freedom. I wasn't really looking to climbing the corporate ladder.
I made this decision 7 years ago. I changed my life. And I tell everybody, best decision I ever made in my life, best business decision. And I was one of those no experience, previous life. I was a professional horse trainer and breeder. And so I owned my own business, but I was working about 70 hours a week in that business. And what attracted me to this was the residual income. I saw a plan that I could work on for my future to where I would be earning income whether I worked or not. And that made a lot of sense to me.
My background, I was with IBM for 12 years before deciding to become a stay-at-home mom. And I now have a 6-year-old and an 18-month-old little girl. So I love spending time with them. And to me, timing is truly everything. I was approached, it'll be almost a year ago, by Dan and Angela Fox. And I was probably, like a lot of you on this call, beyond skeptical about this opportunity. I had major preconceived notions. And now I just look back and I'm so grateful to myself then that I said yes, because I feel so blessed that they thought of me for this incredible opportunity.
But I couldn't be more excited about where we're going and how I got started. When I first got started, I told Chrissy Gravina I was way too busy. I was getting my master's degree. I was training for a marathon. I was working full time. And I realized a year later, when she was still doing this business and having some really great success, that I'm always going to be busy. That's just my type of personality. So I'm like, why not dig the well before I need the water and get started with Chrissy? She's having success. She was doing it for a year and was able to replace a lot of her income doing this. So I just followed the leader and said, hey, whatever Chrissy's doing, if she says go left, go left, go right, go right.
The last 10 years, I've built a very successful, a very lucrative real estate business. My husband and I own 3 different real estate companies, from investments to residential. 2 of those are multi-million-dollar companies. And so, I wasn't really looking, for something immediately, but I had kind of felt like we had all our eggs in one basket, and we should definitely keep our options open for other businesses and ideas that came in, and we were introduced to. So,
and I've been doing this for 10 years and absolutely love that I was able to take time off to raise my 2 babies. I have 2 boys that are now 2.5 and 5, and created this incredible residual income. Started out part-time and was able to transition into full-time after about 1.5 years of working the business part-time and on the side. And I just don't know a lot of other places that you can do that.
And fast forward 4 years later, I'm a corporate sales trader for $1 billion company based out of Boston, Massachusetts. And I was on 44 different airplanes last year. So I travel a lot. I'm super busy. Like I said, I was always busy, but I'm still busy. But I fit this in the cracks of my life, utilizing technology and a cell phone. Right now, while we're on this call, I have people joining my team, which is super, super excited for things that I did, 3 years ago.
Even in a traditional business where it's going to take you at least $500,000 to get into it, and you're going to have taxes and employees and all sorts of different things. And I speak from experience because I've had a traditional business. So just love that now I get to, share this incredible story and this incredible opportunity with people, and encourage you to really take a look at it and get all the information.
Not just for now, but I love what we're building down the road, something incredible that we can leave for our kids, and that's going to keep working for us forever. When we decide it's time to just stop, this just keeps going and going and going, and it's just an amazing concept. And
because I was introduced to this business in my busiest month ever in the real estate industry. I actually sold 17 homes in 1 month. And I will tell you that was a financial high, but it was also an emotional low for me, because I really came to the realization that everything that was important to me was slipping away. You know, we have 2 young girls, they're 5 and just turned 7, and I grew up in Oklahoma around the dinner table, and I just felt like night after night after night, I wasn't there for my family. And, you know, I grew up around that dinner table and making memories, and I just, you know, working those 60, 70-hour weeks. And during that time, I came to a few realizations. The first one is, you know, that my clients, they don't come back. Those 17 clients didn't come back the next month, the next year. You know, it's usually 5, 6, 10 years before they come back.
I have to confess, I was looking for a little more. I wanted my own money. So I simply want to share this with you as well. I was very uneducated about how this could work for me, so I want to make you aware that there is another way, and I believe a better way for your family to live. Oh yeah, I'll be the first to tell you when something looks like a scam. I got to know my trainer Chad for about 3 months before looking into this. In the beginning, I didn't see the business, but in time I learned more because I tried the products. For myself, it was...
The second thing I realized was, you know, that my whole life I'd wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I picked a career and I had picked an industry where I had kind of boxed myself in. I'm in an industry that contract deadlines go till midnight every night. I'm in an industry where clients need you 24/7, evenings, weekends, holidays. And, you know, I came to that hard realization that I built this huge dynasty, but I had no freedom and I couldn't do the things that were so important to me.
And the fact that I can take all of this amazing company, and let it open up possibilities for other people is just, to me, I mean, that probably ranks at the top. It's just seeing how this is changing people's lives, those people that I love and care about. It's just incredible. So.
And the last thing, you know, I realized I was only as good as my last deal. You know, how was I ever going to retire? I built this up. As soon as I close the last property and I'm done with real estate, I have absolutely no more income coming in. So I really saw the business model. I mean, the residual income was exactly what I saw. And I'll tell you, I had no product. I did not see a video. Absolutely nothing. I sat down with Michelle. She showed me the business model, and it just a light bulb went on in my head, this entrepreneur spirit. I understood what it meant. And I realized that, you know, I could build something that could outlive me. I could build a business that would get me out of real estate someday in the future and I could retire. I could build something that I could pass on to my children. So again, no product, no video, just saw the business model, light bulb went on. And now, you know, a year and a half later, I'm able to fulfill my purpose of making the world a better place while inspiring others to live a life greater than their dreams. And this is the most phenomenal business model to get me to my dreams, and I want to pull other people along and get them to their dreams as well.